I was moments from beginning to start recording this video, and I turned the lights off, and then I realized that I'm wearing all black, and so when I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I look like a floating head telling you all the things I want to talk about. So, let me be right back. Let me turn the lights on. Okay. I feel like that's a lot better now. So I was over down the road at work doing my usual things, right? I was selling gelato and doing usual work activities and looking at Twitter. Don't tell my boss. And I stumbled across a very strange event that happened recently. An Apple store getting raided in Philadelphia. And I thought, whatever, that's mundane, that's stupid, that's dumb. But then I realized how deep this story goes. And it's not like deep. This isn't like some sort of like the president was behind it all along type beat. It's just that it was really silly, and it ended up being that no one got anything of value from the Apple store. It ended up being a massive failure at the end of the day. And I wanted to talk about it to a camera because why not? I do that for some goddamn reason. So this is the tweet that I came across from Drama Alert, unfortunately. I swear every time Drama Alert sends a tweet out ever at all, I read it in Keemstar's voice. Like he tries to act like it isn't just him talking, but it's always just him posting, I swear. But anyway, I saw this post. It says an Apple store in Philly got looted. And here's the video. I'm going to play it for you guys really quickly. Oh, I just want to warn you, by the way, this woman in the background is actually probably the most annoying person in the world. The police sirens are actually like lo-fi beats to hip-hop and chill to compared to this woman's voice. It sounds like he's trying to make the sound a duck makes, or like yell at a random character in Star Wars. Oh my god, she's giving me a migraine. Essentially, what she's trying to say is she got one. She has an iPhone as well, which is weird because she started recording after leaving the store, I assume, to not incriminate herself. So, you know what? She's smart. I'll give her that. Off the top, that's a pretty intelligent move.
Free iPhones! Look, security running.
Oh, shit, what's up?
Yeah, next! I'm
And of course, to be honest, I don't blame them. I mean, if I saw a bunch of people running into an Apple store grabbing free things and I was wearing a mask, maybe, I'd maybe pop in, just yink, and then take myself a free iPhone 15 that's going to deactivate or break within my pocket and within like a day or two. I mean, why riot an Apple store, by the way? Like, why an Apple store? I feel like that's like trying to raid the least like reliable product you could possibly take. I get that Apple is like a sign of wealth and royalty. It's kind of like wearing purple in feudal era, but I feel like an Apple store is just such a terrible thing to raid because of the fact that Apple has so much of their technology on lock. I mean, literally, this thing, I can use this and Apple knows where it is at all times. It knows it. Like I feel like going in, you should have known you were about to get tracked. You're asking to have a free tracker in your pocket, essentially. This is footage I saw from after the fact, with the store completely looted, just completely barren, dry. Look at it. Every rack, every display phone was taken. And you hear all the yelling in the background, right? That yelling in the background is actually because at the same time of all this going down, there was actually a bunch of other things happening throughout that city, including things like Foot Locker and Lululemon being rioted and raided. I keep saying rioted. The word's raided. I'm sorry. Whenever I say rioted, replace that word with raided. That's because there's no riot happening. That's not what it is. People aren't, like, rushing the streets. It's just, like, a few dozen people running into an Apple store, grabbing a few broken phones and leaving, which is the same thing happening with, like, a Lululemon. Like, why are you raiding a Lululemon? Like, you're going to risk getting sent to prison for what? Some tights? Like some pretty alright tights that were probably made due to slave labor, like child slave labor. Like, you're not helping. You're not aiding anyone right now. Now they're gonna have to make those kids work harder to restock their shelves. Like, that's terrible. And here for you beautiful people, we have footage of the Foot Locker being raided, and, I can't tell if the horns are trying to scare off the raiders, like try and get them to leave. Saying raiders is such a weird thing to me. I feel like I'm talking about Rust or something. Remember that woman in the first video I showed you? The one that was recording the first initial video? She actually posted multiple, and unfortunately, I'm going to show you more of them. So be prepared to listen to an actual air horn of a voice for a second. I'm going to actually stay in the corner for this one. This is another thing that was recorded moments after the first one.
Yo, they really in.
There goes the Lululemon, the next target.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn! Damn! Damn!
What's the screaming? What's the I didn't hear that part the first time I watched it.
That's, oh my god. Free Philly! Free Philly!
Don't say free Philly. Nothing's free there. I mean, I guess the only thing free is all the things they're taking out of that store, but not at the cost of their own dignity and also probably, like, jail time. like prison record.
Okay, don't touch
record. You are recording this. That's what you're doing right now. Also, don't touch them. They're robbing a store. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if anyone was robbing a store, I feel like it's justified to be like, hey, I'm going to stop you from doing that thing now. I think it's so silly. It's such a silly situation all around. And some of the people I'm seeing breaking into these stores, like, oh my god, they're like the Man of Steel must have aided them. They must have gotten someone like Bruce Banner to aid them in getting into some of these shops. Because look at this. Like, they broke down metal barricades. Like, what? I don't even know what store this is. What are they taking? What are they taking? What is this? Bottles? Water bottles? Oh, liquor. Oh, it's a liquor store. Now I see why the metal barricade was broken. It's because of alcoholism. Addiction's a bitch, it seems. And, oh, by the way, I haven't even gotten to the best part. The reason I made this video, like, I know I've been talking a shit ton so far. I've been doing a lot of blabbering, a lot of yapping, right? But the reason that I threw this video together and the reason that this became more than just a thing I saw on Twitter I thought was funny is because remember earlier how I mentioned that Apple can track you? Remember earlier how I mentioned you're asking to have a tracker in your pocket? Well, they actually doubled down on that. Not only did they have a tracker, just watch this for a moment.
Oh my god! Yo, what's that sound? What's that sound? What's that sound?
That's the
Oh shoot! Everybody throwing free iPhones. Let me see the iPhone. Oh my god! I want that. Oh my gosh!
Face reveal, by the way, of the lady who's been yelling in every video we've gotten so far. I really love to hear it. Siren Head has a face now. But also, this is crazy because they set off all the alarms on all the iPhones. Not only that, but if you saw in the one part where he showed the phone to the screen, the phone has been deactivated. They deactivated the phones as a response. I'm gonna let the video keep playing.
Oh my god! Go to iPad too. They check the iPad too. They check. Oh my god! Oh my god!
phones, bro. Y'all gotta break it. That's what they track, bro.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh my god.
I don't know where they got the bottle of orange juice to pour on the phone, but that was just disrespectful.
This is crazy. Ain't nothing. Oh my god, all these iPhones. And they still going on.
Ooh, in the storm drain.
They still going on. Put that shit. Oh my god.
So at the end of the day, when you steal things, it doesn't go well. It's so funny, dude. I love that Apple was able to set off the alarms on all those phones. And it ended up essentially turning it from a free Apple iPhone day from Mr. Beast video to a destroy iPhone day. Also, Mr. Beast video. I feel like both of those things are things he would do in a video. Also, I want to clarify something really quickly. This is serious, Evan, for a minute. Put on your serious pants. Why'd I have to make a joke about something being serious? I don't want anyone in the comments bringing any race into this. This is not a race thing. I'm merely commentating on a silly, like, raid of stores. I don't want to see a single racist asshole in chat, or I'm gonna hit you with a missile. This is a deactivated missile, but it's still heavy as shit. See this dent? I dropped this on my driveway, and the driveway cracked. So I'll hit you with it. I don't want to see any racist dickheads in chat. This is a silly event that I wanted to make light of by making silly jokes. This is not at all related to anyone who, I mean, there were white and black and purple people. There was Thanos, I think, jumping. Someone had to break that metal barricade. It's nothing like that. So I just wanted to clarify that for any of the goofballs who might consider commenting something sus like that. Or no one was considering that. I don't know. My brain's rotted because of Twitter. Dude, some of the comments on Twitter are so, like, they made me want to vomit, dude. Like, everyone immediately just relates any tragedy to the race of the person committing the tragedy. It's so cringe. Like, maybe it's the character of the person doing it. Oh my god, what a thought. Anyway, I'm not gonna go on some, like, goddamn deep talk with Savarino really quickly. I just want to talk about an Apple store getting raided. I almost said rioted again. Getting raided and having a massive failure. And then you got to break some phones for free, I guess. Which I guess was more than what you could do if you just owned the phone. And you just get to break one of them. I mean, I technically have a spare broken phone that I owe Apple. Because I traded this iPhone 10 in for this iPhone 13. And they asked for this back like 5 months ago. And I have yet to give it to them, and they haven't asked for it again. So I guess it's mine. I guess legally. I mean, what is it? Like, if the teacher doesn't come to class for 5 months or 15 minutes, you're legally allowed to keep the iPhone? I think that's how it works. But anyway, I have an iPhone 10 now. But hey, I guess you learn something new about Philadelphia every single day. The only thing I knew about Philadelphia before watching that video is that Danny DeVito and Charlie Day like to hide in their couch somewhere in that town. But I'm going to be getting out of here for now. I appreciate you guys sitting and watching this video for me. I kind of enjoyed doing something a little more casual, and I might do more casual stuff like this if you guys like it. If you do like it, please hit the like button and always comment. Do anything you can to push this on the algorithm. Share it to your friends. You're at school now, right? You sit in your classes. You do class things. Share it around. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to do the song of the day, which is going to be slightly relevant. It's called Always Saucy, which actually samples Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because the video is in Philadelphia. And you get it. You actually get it right now. And I'm adding it to the Songs of the Day playlist, and I'll be hitting the road, because I have a group of friends I want to go meet in college. So I'll see you guys next time I see you. Stick around for more. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night. And maybe ask before stealing your phones.